everyone, today I am going to talk about tissue. Tissue can be defined as a group of cells with similar shape of a function are termed as tissue. In tissue, form the cellular organization label intermediate between the cell and say organ system. Organ are created by combined function group of a tissue. Then in tissue we see the epithelial tissue is formed tightly and contributing layer of a cell. There are a little intercellular material present between the cell. There are specialized junction present between the cell of a epithelium in link of individual cell. There are tight junction, adhering junction, and gap junction. In tight junction, prevent leakage across the tissue. Adhering junction keep the neighboring tissue well engaged together. Then gap junction is a facilitating the movement of ion and molecule across the tissue. Then we see the function of epithelial tissue. First function is protection, as it covers the entire body surface and it is a first line defense against the kind of mechanical injury, chemical exposure, excessive fluid loss and infection. Ciliary protection present in nose and upper respiratory tract, trap a dust particle and prevent it from entering body. Then second function is absorption. The epithelial lining of a digestive tract absorb water and nutrient. Then exchange of substance. Epithelial tissue is regulate the exchange of substance between body and external environment as well as internal exchange between the different part of a body. Everything at the enters in the body or enters blood stream by absorbing has across the epithelial barrier. Then sensory receptors are present in epithelial tissue of the nose, eye, and ear, taste bud, etc., that help in transmitting signals from external stimuli to the brain. Then secretion. Various glands made up of epithelium cells secrete the hormones, enzymes, saliva, mucus, and sweat. Then we see the connective tissue. As the name of connective tissue is impulse support and connective different tissue, organ, and body. They are widely distributed in every part of a body. They organize the mesoderm. Then in connective tissue we see the areolar tissue. It is present under the skin and support epithelium. It is connect randomly distributed then fibroblast, and mast cell and macrophage. Then we see the adipose tissue. They are present under the skin or store fat. It act as a shock absorbing and help in maintaining body temperature in cooler environment. then uh, we s- uh, we then in adipose tissue protect kidney and also back to the eye and human. Then in we see the blood is made up of various cells present in plasma. The blood contain red blood cell and white blood cell and platelets. RBCs have hemoglobin and transport oxygen. WBC defense system and protect the foreign antigen. Platelets are important for blood clotting. Then plasma contain protein, water, hormone, salt, etc., transferred in different part of the body. Then cartilage is a mostly present embryonic stage and work as a supporting skeleton. Most of the cartilage is replaced by bone in adults. However, it is a some structural adults too. In human, cartilage is present between the bones of the vertebral column in the external ear, nose, and hands. Then we see the bone is the hardest connective tissue and help to maintaining the shape and posture of a body. It protects the internal organ. They are rich in collagen, fiber, and calcium, which give the strength. Then we see the muscular tissue. In muscular tissue we see the skeletal muscle tissue, smooth muscle tissue, cardiac tissue. In muscle tissue, this muscle attached to skeleton and help it the movement. Then this muscle also known as striated muscle because of the presence of alternated present in light and dark band. These light and dark band are highly organized structure of actin, myosin, and protein. These are added to characteristics and extends of the muscles. Then skeletal muscle is a voluntary muscle composed of muscle fiber. 40% of a body mass compose skeletal muscle. Then we see the smooth muscle tissue. There are non-stated involuntary muscle controlled by autonomous nervous system. It stimulates the contractility, contract contractivity of the digestive, urinary, reproductive system, blood vessels, and airway. The actin and myosin filament are very thin and arranged randomly, hence the nose titin. The cells are spindle shaped with a single nuclei. Then we see the cardiac muscle tissue. These are found in heart. They are an involuntary muscle, and the heart pump the blood throughout the cardiac contraction. The cells of this cardiac muscle known as cardiomagnetic trace. They are also single celled unicoagulate. This end of the cell are joined and the junction and called intracollate disc. These are attached to the desome. Then we see the muscular tissue function. Muscular tissue function is connected to the same nerve bundle. The nerve impulse of a brain tells us muscle to contact. A single cell contact up to 70% in a length, then entire muscle shortens during the contraction. This is all about the this is all about the this is all about the tissue, a cell tissue. Thank you.